Good morning, guys. So breakfast today is going to be my dog seriously waited until I started talking to scratch on that. Like, he was over there by the trash can staring at me, and then as soon as I start talking, he starts scratching on that. What a stinker. Anyway, this is the famous Mud Hustler waffle. So I bought a waffle iron this weekend, and I made up a bunch of waffles for my son and my family for breakfast. Really, he's the only one that eats breakfast, but anyway, so I made a bunch of waffles and put them in the freezer, and I made some of the Mud Hustler ones. Now I will put the recipe right here on the screen. So you can see that, but I just don't know I'll tell you what's in it, but I don't remember the measurements exactly. So you use Quest protein powder, or I guess you can probably use any protein powder of your choice. It just may affect the points. I use the Quest peanut butter protein powder. So that is, and you just use 1 scoop for 1 point. And then you do 2 points worth of the Kodiak Cakes, protein Kodiak Cakes. I think you guys know what I'm talking about. I just can't remember what it is. I think it's a 1/4 cup. I'm not sure, but it's 2 points worth. And then you do 3 egg whites, which is of course 0 points. So this waffle is 3 points. I put 0 points worth of sugar-free syrup on there. This is just 2 tablespoons, which is 0 points. And then I have some raspberries and blueberries. Now, if I planned this out better, I would have taken my fat-free Cool Whip out of the freezer last night, so I could have had some on here this morning, but I didn't plan on having this today. And then I have a hard-boiled egg for 2 points. So this is breakfast, so it will be 5 points, and then 1 point for my coffee. My tea and my water are somewhere. I think they're over on my desk. So this will be breakfast, and I will show you a lunch and snack now. Okay, so for lunch today, I have the leftover salsa verde chicken. I have 2/3 of a cup of the Trader Joe's brown rice, the kind that's in the freezer section. I have 2/3 of a cup is 4 points. I have a 5-ounce chicken breast for 2 points. Sorry about the microwave. And then on top is 1 ounce of the Trader Joe's light mozzarella for 1 point. So we have 4, 5, 6, 7 points for the chicken. It smells so good. Or last night it smelled really good when I was making it. And then for my sides, I honestly, I had some lettuce left over from dinner last night, but it was kind of soggy this morning. And I don't know, just wasn't feeling it. So I just have all my sides. So I have my tomatoes and my grapes and my carrots and celery, a light cheese stick, and an apple. So we'll have 7 points here, 1 point here, the rest are 0. And hopefully I do have a muscle milk at work, so if for some reason I am still hungry or wanting something, I have that. And I also have a yogurt at work too as well. So I have those 2 things in the refrigerator at work, so I can always grab those if I need something else. Guys, so we made it to Thursday. I don't know if I'm going to video up tomorrow or not. I feel like I start Friday videos and then I never finish them because I end up having, to get stuff done Friday night and never can have time to get them edited and uploaded. So we'll see, no promises. I had 3 things to talk to you guys about, and I wanted to do them really quickly because I have such short time now in the mornings, but I forgot what one of them was. So one of them was I have been weighing the last few days, and I know I should stay off the scale every day, but since the scale has just been so up and down the last few weeks, I just wanted to know what it was. And so pretty much this whole entire week I've been staying the same, which is still 1.6 up from my lowest. So my lowest I hit several weeks ago at 186.4, and I have been now consistently 188. At one point this week I was 189.8. But these last few days, so I think that was on Monday, I think I was 189.8, and then the rest of this week I have been staying steady at 188. So I don't know. I mean, I know I just need to stay off the scale because it starts to get into my head. It's I tell you guys all the time, it's just a tool, don't worry about it. There's other ways you can tell. But then inside, when it's doing this to me, I'm just I'm just screaming. But on the other hand, you know, I am exercising this week, so I know I'm doing good things for my body. I'm, you know, getting up in the mornings, I'm doing my walks, I'm getting my steps in, I'm drinking my water, I'm eating healthy things, I'm not eating, you know, anything, you know, like that I think would make me gain. You know, I haven't been eating a lot of carbs. I haven't even, like, all the food I show you guys, like at lunch, I mean, it may seem like a lot of food, but I don't even eat all that. You know, I just bring it with me to work. So like those tomatoes that I brought today, those same tomatoes I brought the last 3 days because I haven't eaten them. I do always eat my carrots and celery. And that's the same apple I've had the last couple days, although I did eat an apple last night after dinner. But you know, it's like that. So it's not like I know I'm getting a lot of calories. It's just one of those things, and I know it is. So I have to keep saying it. And if I keep saying it to you guys, I will keep saying it to myself. So I'm not, you know, I'll get, you know, people say, you know, well, maybe you should go back to Simply Filling, or maybe you should try something different, or maybe, you know, Weight Watchers isn't for you. And I just don't, I'm not one to just give up. I like this plan. And sure, I could do some Simply Filling days, but I feel like a lot of what I eat really is Simply Filling. I'm like kind of was going back in my head on some of the things that I've been eating that are not, I mean, today, like that waffle was not Simply Filling, but I'm just trying to go through my head of like some of the things. And so I don't know if that would do any good. I have no idea. I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing because I know that I'm eating healthy. I'm getting movement. I'm getting water. I'm doing all I'm supposed to be doing. And I know eventually my body will just release some of it. It's just how it is. When I look back at my progress, this is what it does. So no worries, but I will let you know if for some reason some magic number pops up tomorrow. I will let you guys know in some social media way. Yeah. So I don't remember what the first thing I was going to talk to you guys about. It was like I was sitting there doing my makeup and I'm like, oh yeah, I need to talk about this. And it's like gone completely out of my head. So the other thing is my husband got his test results back yesterday. They called me because I always have my number. I think we always give them my number because since he's on the road driving, he hardly has signal. So I think that's why we always give him my number. Anyway, so surprise, surprise, his cholesterol is really high. And the last time he has blood results was like 3 or 4 years ago, and it was elevated, but it wasn't like in the high range. And now it's in the high range, and it's in the pretty high range. I mean, it's like at the top of the high scale. So he told me, you know, and I think it kind of, because now that he has to take another pill, and he already takes so many pills for other things that I think this has really hit him. He's just like, another pill? And I'm like, yeah, another pill, because this is something that you could control by diet, but the doctor is concerned, so they want to give you another pill to help with the cholesterol. But they said if you do this, 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 and this, you know, basically all the things that we all do on Weight Watchers and healthy living, I told him, I said, if you do this stuff, then you could avoid the pill. You know, they said they want him to take this pill for a while and then they'll retest his blood. And if it's not working along with a healthy diet, then they'll have to look at something else. I don't know what that something else is. Maybe a different medication. I have no idea. But I told him, you know, this is what I've been telling you. So he said that he will eat whatever I make him. The challenge, as I've told you guys before, is that he's allergic to poultry. So I'm going to be doing some research tonight and tomorrow as I'm making my meal plan and grocery list for some low cholesterol, like ground beef or meatless meals. And he said he's going to try it. So we'll see what happens. And now, of course, I always already buy the 93.7 ground beef, so it's lean. And they, you know, and I can buy lean pork chops too. He does like pork chops. So I can buy some like lean pork chops. But it's just, you know, I'm glad that he's taking it seriously. How long he'll take it seriously for, I don't know. I mean, he's a grown man. I'm not going to force him, but I'm hoping that I can come up with some really good, convincing meal ideas for him that make him realize that healthy food is not all bad. So if you guys have any suggestions for some low cholesterol, lean, either ground beef or meatless meals, of course, like I said, I cannot be chicken or turkey. He can use chicken broth, but we can't have the meat. It's in the meat itself that he's allergic to, some kind of enzyme in the meat itself. So I can use chicken broth, but I just can't use the actual meat. So if you have any ideas, let me know. Leave them down below, or of any websites that I could check out and look at. But I'm going to be hitting Pinterest hard tonight and tomorrow. I have to go pick up his prescription at lunchtime. So yet again, I have to go do something at lunchtime. So I have to do that tonight. I didn't realize I had such a carby day that I didn't even think about it. See, this is why I usually plan, but for some reason that waffle just looked good. And I was just like, okay, I'm just gonna have a waffle, and then I have the rice for lunch, and then dinner tonight is the Philly chicken cheesesteak thing that I'm kind of making up. I hope it turns out good. And now I was gonna make those with the pita, Joseph pitas, which those don't have a lot of carbs because they have a lot of fiber, but I'm thinking about making it into a salad. So I'm wondering how that'll work out. You know, just like a bed of lettuce and then just putting the meat on top and eating it as a salad. So I think I might do that only because tomorrow's weigh-in day, and I really don't need to just introduce more carbs into my life. I mean, I feel like the carbs that I chose have a lot of fiber in them, and usually that, you know, offsets it a little bit, making sure the carbs I choose have a lot of fiber in them. But yeah, so I might just do it as a salad instead of the pitas, and then see what happens. So that could be a new thing. Philly cheesesteak sloppy joes with chicken. So salad. I don't know. We'll see. I feel like you can turn anything into a salad. So we'll see what happens. I'll let you know how it turns out. Maybe I'll do a little voiceover clip and let you know if it turned out okay. Or I may just end up having it in a pita and just take the hit tomorrow, since I'm already up anyway. I don't know. I don't like to have that mentality. Like, oh, I'm already up anyway, so I can just, and then I figure, I'm afraid I might be like, oh, I'm up already anyway, so if there's some temptation in there at work today, I may be like, I'm just gonna eat that cookie because I'm up already anyway. I don't wanna have that mentality. I have no desire right now, even for anything sweet or anything like that, so I don't foresee that happening, but I hate having that, you know, in my head, so I don't know. Anywho, so yeah, you might see that as a salad, but I will show, you know, I'll show how I'm making it for my son, because my youngest is going to have that. So, and I'm making regular sloppy joes for my stepson and my husband. Actually, my stepson might eat the chicken one too, I don't know. But I'm going to make regular sloppy joes. I make a homemade sloppy joe sauce with lean ground beef for my husband, and if my stepson wants that. But anyway, I will show it like on a bun, however I make it for my youngest son, and that will show him the video. That way you can see, and maybe I'll show it both ways. Here's one on the pitas, and here's one on a salad. So maybe I'll do something like that, so I can kind of give you guys a couple ideas for how to serve it. And I'm talking about in my healthy dinner ideas video that will be up probably on Saturday, because I don't think I'll have the time to do it on Friday like I have been. So anyway, that's what's going on. As far as this weekend videos, I have to film a recipe video that is going up, I think, next week, and it's part of a collab, so I have to work on that this weekend. So I don't know how much filming I'm going to get done. I want to do at least 1 or 2 lesson learned videos, and then try to get a meal prep up this weekend depending on what I need to do. So we'll see, because that video that I'm doing, it's a recipe video, and it's a couple different recipes. So we'll see how long that ends up taking me, and then what I can get in. So there may not be, we'll see. We'll see what I end up doing. But anyway, so if you don't see a lot from me this weekend or next week, that is why, because I just have so much on my plate as far as videos go. So anyway, I will talk to you guys later. I will try to pop in with some kind of video tomorrow, at least so I can check in with you guys. I will just try to do it. It just may not be up until Saturday if I do. So that'll be my plan. Hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow, because I did miss a day this week. So anywho, let me know what you guys are doing this weekend. Let me know if you're making your meal plan. So kind of give me some ideas, especially any meatless or lean ground beef ideas. And plus any other thing, let me know what's on your meal plan for the week. I will talk to you guys all later. Bye.